Hey everyone, it's me, Donna. Okay, some of you may remember some videos I made back a while back about creating devices for the hearing impaired and the blind or whatever, and they had to do with depending on the situation. So, like if it was a blind person, they would wear special glasses that would send a Wi-Fi signals, basically kind of like electrical signals to the brain, to that particular part of the brain that picks up or that processes what your eyeballs would see or whatever, and it would be able to tell a person what color something is, and give them like a visual of the object itself, that type of thing. And also, as for the hearing impaired, it would be able to, the device would be able to pick up sound and send that signal to the brain, and help that deaf person be able to hear. Okay, and they wouldn't even have to have any kind of implants or anything like that. It would all be like a Wi-Fi signal, and it would go just directly to that spot of the brain. Okay, but let's just say either devices don't ever get created, which I do hope that they do, or that part of the brain might be damaged, or let's just say these people for whatever reason decide they don't want to fool with that. I have come up with some ideas for some other devices that, I guess would be more doable. That would involve, cooperation from different companies and businesses or whatever. But what could happen is this company could get up with these businesses, and these businesses would place barcodes, little small barcodes, either in their doorways, maybe on windows, or within the business itself, that would allow, so like blind people, they would be able to know where the door is, okay, because their glasses or whatever, wherever they decide to wear the device, whether it be a necklace or whatever, it would have like a camera and sensors on it, okay, and it would be able to walk, or to pick up the barcode and tell that blind person that they're approaching a doorway. It can either do it through voice and or a series of tones. And when the blind person is fitted with the device and it's all set up or whatever, they would be trained as to what tones would equal what. Let's just say, like, if they choose not to always use the voice on the device, then they can be trained to recognize what the different tones mean. One tone for people, another tone for dogs, another tone for a table, another tone for a doorway or a window or whatever. They can do that if they don't want to hear a constant voice telling them something all the time. And there'd be different ways that this device could be catered to this individual. Okay, all right. As for, let's just say, like a big chain restaurant or whatever. All right, back behind the cashier, there's usually like a big billboard or whatever that will have all the menu items listed or whatever. Okay, those chains could put barcodes on those billboards, or maybe at the front bar area itself, that these cameras would be able to pick it up and tell that blind person what's all on the menu, to where they would know before they go to order, what's available to them. Okay, and like when they go in a grocery store, either the grocery stores can put up a special barcode, or their camera would be able to scan the barcodes that are already on the shelves or on the items themselves, and it will tell the blind person what's there. To where, and also maybe if stores wanted to, that at each time they have like a different section on their shelf or whatever, they could set up the barcodes to where the blind person will know each time they pass a certain area So like if they're moving from the mayonnaise to the ketchup or whatever, they would be able to know where they're at, and it would help them with their shopping and everything. Okay. Uh, Also, it would be set up with a sensor that would be able to tell temperature. Let's just say a blind person is walking up to something that's hot, say like a stove eye or a vent or something that would be very, very hot or whatever. It would be able to tell them you're approaching something that's very hot, that's such and such degrees. It will actually let them know what temperature that item is and how far away they are to that item. That would kind of warn them of any danger or anything. Okay. Same thing with something that's really, really cold. They would be able to know that. Okay. So I think that would be kind of neat. And maybe it might could even, like, okay, let's just say a subscription system is set up with this device, and that could be done, and it can be set up through the different, Wi-Fi cell phone towers that are available. There can be extra things added that would be, beneficial to this person. It would tell them, let's just say McDonald's, for instance, or something like that. Well, let's just say they change up their menu or they add something new. Then through this subscription, this person would be able to know that. It would tell them. And, and it could be either offered like through a personal system to where, the person themselves would pay for it, or maybe the government. Maybe it can be worked out to where if you're blind, the government will offer that to you or something. Okay. However the company wants to do that. But anyway, so I think that would be neat. And, it would be real cool, to be, if you're blind, to be able to know if you're being approached by a big dog. It would let you know, hey, there's a 3-foot dog coming your way, or a small chihuahua or whatever. Like, the system would be able to know. It would be kind of like artificial intelligence to the point to where it would already be programmed to recognize, animals, different types of animals, like a snake or something like that. It would be able to let this person know that they're coming up on a snake, so that would be good to know. So I think that would be neat if that was offered. Okay. As for the deaf, they can be set up with a system to where it would be close to their skin, maybe on their chest or something like that, or even glasses, however they want to do it, whatever makes them feel comfortable. And it would have like a sound system. Like this device would be able to hear people, and also it would have like a camera and a sensor on it to where it can A, watch your mouth move, and B, hear the sound that you're making, and it would be able to send a strong vibration that goes along with your speaking or music or whatever, and that deaf person, even though they wouldn't be able to actually hear it, they would feel the vibration penetrating through their skin. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it would be strong enough to where if they had it on their chest, or even around like glasses on their head or whatever, they would feel that vibration, and they would feel it as you're speaking. Like if you say orange or a dog or kitchen or whatever, those vibrations would be going off to where this deaf person could pretty much know what you're saying, or at least know that you are speaking to them, even if they couldn't understand necessarily what you were saying. They could still, feel the vibrations of it, which a lot of times, a lot of deaf people can pick up what you're saying by your movement of your lips anyway. But even if they can't read lips, they would still be able to feel that vibration, and it would help them figure out what you're talking about, in my opinion. And and it would alert them to different things that's going on, to where they won't be completely out of the loop as far as sound. They will still feel like they're a part of the sound world. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's been rolling around in my head, and I just wanted to share it with people and see what people thought about it and everything. But anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.